scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds at 150 pounds.
Let me clarify, when I said I didn't like the last fight, Shelby Graham was his opponent. There wasn't really a lot of feedback. He went into a rear naked. It was over very quickly. So I was hoping to see a little more of a test. As you say, that spinning back kick there, as you said, don't blink. That was awesome.
You see Sabatini uses very good technique. He threw that jab out, and at the same time, he kept his other hand up by his jaw. Very fundamentally sound is this youngster.
And Watley looks to, be able to take the punch. It's good defense there, and a great job in the clinch, Watley. But he didn't give up there. So nice leg kick there. Both guys moving around. Watley a little bit late in his feet, changing levels. Did land one right leg kick. See if he goes for that technique again.
Sabatini really took his time before he broke into the pro ranks. Had a dozen fights as an amateur. Wanted to make sure he was ready. We hear nothing but good things about this kid. Not only his skill set, but his work ethic, his attitude.
He's a phenomenal athlete. It really is.
Looked phenomenal at the weigh-ins yesterday.
But every fight, Mike, anything can happen. This is why, it's so important to go in there and get business done. That's why they say you don't get paid for overtime here in the cage. So, anything can happen. Watley, to me, is already impressing me as far as his overall athleticism and defense on the takedown. I do think Sabatini would like to get a dominant position. The striking looks great. As you say that, Sabatini into a deep single leg takedown.
Yeah, high crotch here, looks like, Brian. Yeah, people say watch out for Watley. He could surprise you.
And he bounced right up.
Yes, he did. Spring right back to his feet, did Robert contact Watley. Nice knee there by Sabatini.
Sabatini's a beast. He's giving him absolutely no room, pressing against the cage. Got that boot in, think and choke here, Mike. He likes where he's at.
He's got the hook in on the left side. Can't get that right hook in because of the fence there, Brian.
But I'll tell you right now, Pat Sabatini is saying, I'm liking where I'm at. I'll stay here all day if I can. Maybe land some strikes. He does want to address the hips of Watley.
Still just has that left hook in.
Pressed up against the Borgata cage pad. Big there, lift. Nice job.
Trying to take advantage of that scramble is Sabatini. Now he's got Watley's back.
So stay relaxed here. Watley's got to address both hands like he's got a hand fight. Bring one hand out and get to the side. He cannot stay parallel like that. That's a mistake that he's already making there, and it could be a problem.
He's slowly breaking Watley down. He uses that to transition almost to the mount here.
And Bob Watley's aware of it. Mike, he's doing a decent job, and now he's looking maybe guillotine, transitioning again.
Watley's got to be very careful here, Brian. One mistake. Most of Sabatini's finishes have come by submission. A lot of rear naked chokes.
Like Adams, it almost looks like Bob Watley is a step behind Pat Sabatini, or Pat Sabatini is one step ahead.
I agree with you on that.
Again, you said it before, they do take a lot out of you. So he's got to be careful and keep lifting and picking them up. It's basically like, taking that deadlift or that power clean and throwing it. And Sabatini's in great shape, but this would be number 4 here. He's going to go to it. So just something to think about. You want to make sure they're paying dividends. If you're going to invest in that throw, you want to get the dividend returned on it. And I'd say so far it's about even as he looks. Nice job there by Watley.
Less than a minute to go in the first.
Gets chest to chest. Now what Watley's got to do here is use that underhook and get off the cage. And
nice knee there by Watley that landed.
Oh, Watley had a chance there as he went for a knee to pick him up and take him down. Not so sure that's his bread and butter, but we'll have to see. And that's good. Great job there. She has corners his head position for Pat Sabatini.
Yeah, I saw him working on that there.
As he ducks in for a single. He's eating some elbows here, though. He's got to make sure he tucks that head away.
And they said Watley was going to be a tough opponent for Sabatini.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly is that.
Sabatini definitely winning the round here. Watley making it an ugly fight.
I think they knew that that subconscious we talked about with the last 10 seconds, because in that clinch, it's tiring.
Not a whole lot going on there in the first.
Spinning back kick there. He did block that with his hand. As you look to Pat Sabatini with the lift here, big lift, brings him across the cage and dumps him, Mike. And this is all paying, getting points for him as far as the judges go.
Not a whole lot of damage inflicted by Sabatini, but he definitely controlled the majority of that round. Got to give that round to him easy. 1-zip Sabatini going into the second.
Daniel Gracie there giving him his direction. You'll see Daniel Gracie in the cage a lot with his fighters. One of the premier coaches and a very decorated fighter himself back in the day. So
yeah, and the Renzo Gracie Philly really shaping up. Those guys really gelling together. You know, a couple, Paul Felder now fighting in the UFC, former lightweight champ. You got Jonathan Webb, our welterweight champ. A lot of good guys training out of that gym, and Pat Sabatini's one of them, and one of the youngest guys. Again, only 24 years of age, out of Bristol, Pennsylvania. Started his mixed martial arts career at the age of 18. Turned pro a little over a year ago.
He was on fire as an amateur, but he's got his hands full here tonight. This could be one of those fights where he's going to have to make decisions in the fight to win it if he can't finish it.
Watley's taking the center of the cage here, and Sabatini's circling on the outside.
Yeah, Watley looks confident. You know, he's got some really nice footwork, great head movement. You know, I mean, Sabatini's knows, nice right hand there. Sabatini does a nice job of level changing. You'll see there he's going up and down, and often, you catch the guy sleeping for a second, and you can change that level and then land the punch.
Nice knee again there by Watley.
Yeah, Watley does a nice job of clinching, going right into that plum, and a quick knee, and then he almost steps out of that plum. And a leg kick there as well.
Just over a minute into round number 2.
Good leg kick there by Pat Sabatini, and then it hits the same leg, other side.
Again, Watley taking control of the center. Sabatini shuffling left, shuffling right on the outside.
Jumping knee there. A switch step knee by Watley. Sabatini was smart to close the distance on that knee, and now he's in that same single. He's got to protect his head. He's going to want to definitely put him down here and get into a dominant position. Cannot stay here too long and let Watley rain down any elbows to the outside.
Pat's got that single. There is a pickup. Watley doing a good job, good balance. Staying on his feet here.
Hey, Mike Adams here at the Borgata. This Bob Watley, as advertised, is a beast.
He is. He's a tough kid, man. He's a tough kid.
You know, that they come from all over, but like I said, we heard stories, but just as we say that, Pat Sabatini, great duck under, gets the back of Watley, but what can he do to maybe advance here a little bit, you know?
Again, he's got that left hook in, but he can't get that right leg. Looks like the fence is blocking that from happening.
It's almost like Watley knows he's kind of protecting himself there.
Yes.
It'd be nice if maybe Sabatini could look to do a step in and sweep the leg out. You know, it's a great technique that he could use to get him down. Watley wants his knees to the body. Ooh, is he hurt?
Landed a couple shots there on Sabatini.
Sabatini felt one or two of those. Not certain, but looked like maybe he didn't like that exchange.
Watley looks very focused here. He's having some success here. Just under 2 minutes to go in the second.
I think Sabatini's kind of regrouped a little bit. Nice leg kick there.
Ooh, hard. You know, that high kick was blocked, but still landed hard there.
Good 2-3 followed by the leg kick there by Sabatini. It's great to set up the leg kicks with strikes, but I think Bob Watley's getting into a little bit of groove maybe.
Yes, he is, and you know, Sabatini doesn't look as comfortable as he did in the first round, and those knees are scoring. It looks like he's a little tentative to open up on the feet in fear of getting clipped with a shot.
You know, I think you said it well when Watley was kind of protecting himself with the cage. I think it frustrated Sabatini a little bit, and then coming off the cage, Watley did a nice job of kneeing and throwing punches. So Sabatini's in this fight, but it's not going exactly probably as he had visioned it. So what a great challenge this is going to be for Pat Sabatini. Can he come out of this?
Yeah, gotta give the second round to Watley.
Yeah, unless Sabatini can land a big takedown here.
But again, Watley charges across the cage.
The most dangerous fighter is a confident one, and I think the only mistake as another leg kick gets landed there. And he answered that. Sabatini does answer with a leg kick because you don't want to let Watley get too confident.
Watley definitely showing cage control here, being the aggressor, stalking Sabatini.
Yeah, I don't think Sabatini's really thinking that, when he's on the cage, that he's not taking the center. As Watley goes for a head kick, but nonetheless, you're right, Mike. He's going to have to maybe get some coaching from Coach Gracie or Dana Gracie that you don't want to be backing against the cage there. Jumping kick there by Watley, and this is Sabatini in on trying to finish the single, lifts him up. But Mike, the story on these takedowns is the defense of Watley.
He's showing great balance there. There was a couple shots that landed there, Watley, that got Pat's attention.
He's hurting you when you put your head down to take him down the single leg. There's no single leg. I want you going to double or body, okay? I want to see your right hand working. You're throwing jabs and hooks, but you're not throwing your right hand. They're overhand. It's going to hurt you.
Stick that jab out long.
You want this one also, the 2 rounds, okay?
Stick that jab out long.
Aggressive. He's trying to bully you. I want you bullying him.
Stick that jab out, okay?
Let my hands go.
Let those hands go. Stick that jab out. Sit down.
Daniel Gracie telling his student, Pat Sabatini, wants to see the right hand. Said you're throwing jab, hook, but I want to see the right hand, and don't let him bully you. I want you to be the bully. It looks like this fight's tied up here, man. 1-1.
Yeah,
great show of sportsmanship as well there, Brian.
Yeah, but that's Watley. He dictated that, and he wanted that, and he's mentally beating Sabatini by doing that. I don't think Pat should have partaken in that. He's got to get this fight under control. You can be friends all you want, but right now Bob Watley's saying this is going great for me. Dana Gracie also told him to hit a double. And that's old bread and butter wrestling to get him down. I think it's what Pat Sabatini needs to do here. He's got that hook, that level change hook into a double. Oh. Change kick there.
Looked like that kick was going low to the leg and snapped it up high.
As the fight goes on, again, Watley looks confident. Sabatini might be in a little bit of panic mode because he hasn't really been deep water like this and in a position where he might not be ahead. So he's got plenty of time, but he's got to get that position. Maybe that back take again where he's really good. So Pat Sabatini's an absolute beast, so I'd like to see him be able to do something here. But Bob Watley has just had an answer for everything Pat's given him.
Yeah, he's looked great, Watley. I think this fight's tied up 1-1, 4 minutes to go.
There it is. We can go in for the single. Pat Sabatini's going to need to finish one of these takedowns here. If there's anybody that can do it, it's him. He's got to pop that head out, get the hand off his head. Watley's doing a nice job of controlling the head. The body's going to go where you push the head, so he's going to push it away. Watley's giving body shots. Nice lift there by Pat. He's going to have to finish this.
Watley, great balance.
Watley just bounces up every time.
Yeah, he can't get Watley down.
The springboard, it's amazing.
Pat had him up over his shoulder.
But Mike, Pat's controlling him a little bit. So again, where are we on the judges' cards? Just because Watley's popping up doesn't mean he's winning the fight.
Right.
But he's getting little punches and strikes in there.
Right there, another short right that landed for Watley.
An awesome fight, great matchmaking as always. Cage Fury Fighting Championships here at the Borgata. Pat Sabatini's in deep water against Bob Watley. This fight is outstanding. It's going to happen as 2:41 is left. Sabatini's back's against the cage. Knees there from Watley using the underhook.
Watley's been having a lot of success with those knees. Halfway through round number 3, 2.5 minutes to go. This fight being brought to you by Yingling.
Pat was thinking Greco step there, try to get to the side. Watley wasn't having it. throwing some body punches, pummeling in, seeing if he can't change levels and get him flat. I think Pat's thinking, I got to get this guy's back flat on the mat and show that I can get a takedown for the judges. As we say that, they separate. We're 2 minutes left in round 3. Nice leg kick again. Oh, big jab there.
Saw the head snap back there on Sabatini from Watley, and you can see Watley's got a lot of confidence here.
This swag is coming. He feels great. He's screaming at Pat Sabatini. He's challenging him in the cage, saying, come on.
Sabatini circling more.
Some blood coming out of the nose. Sabatini's down. The hips of Watley. He's not being taken down.
Hard elbows there by Watley. Sabatini digging for this single leg. And Watley making him pay for his efforts.
Sabatini's all the way in. He's got to maybe go up, come out the back door. He could score a takedown here. Watley throws a big elbow to the body. Watley looks confident. He's got so much going here. Those elbows,
Nice
the body shots.
Excellent elbows by Watley. He's racking up points. And I think Pat needs a finish here. Oh, these are hard elbows.
Man, he can't stay in that position. They could stop a fight there if he doesn't move. You never want to be dormant in a fight. As we get into 40 seconds left, Mike Adams, I think Pat Sabatini's going to have to pull a miracle here. I do not think he's ahead on the scorecard.
If he won the first, if he lost the second, he's definitely losing the third here. Watley landing those hard
Talk
elbows.
about this Bob Watley. This guy's everywhere. He's all over you.
Watley, the 25-year-old, little inconsistent in his young professional mixed martial arts career. They can see this kid's got skills.
I know Pat wants to lock up maybe one double, but you know, Watley's
5 seconds to go in the third and final round. Watley, Sabatini, and this fight is coming to a close.
no quit in Pat Sabatini, no quit at all. But you know, going to the last second, going for that takedown. But I'll tell you what, I think he knows he did. I think Bob Watley knows he pulled off what would more than likely be the upset here.
I agree.
Against a highly talented Pat Sabatini. We're going to go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision, but both Mike Adams and Ryan Palico have this one going to Rob Watley. Man, what a fight.
Close fight, good fight.
And I want to make a apology there. I was saying Bob Watley, it's Rob Watley, so excuse me on that.
You know, and Watley looks fresh. Fight's over.
Watley looks like he could fight again right now. He's going into the replay there. Big hook followed by a straight. You can see right here, hot. He's saying, bring it on. And that's that confidence. Mike, you know, you can't, when you're sparring, when you're in there, that feeling, it's absolutely, it's adrenaline. You have no fear. Doesn't mean you can't lose the fight, but it's tough to match. And I think that got to Pat Sabatini a little bit mentally.
Yeah, and after he did that little growl, he landed a left hook there. I'll tell you what, man, Watley impressed me. Sabatini usually has his way with his opponents.
Could be a fight you could see a rematch on again. But hey, great job by both guys. Let's see what the judges have to say.
We're going to send up to our ring announcer for the official decision. Once again, Dr. Dave Sarnoff.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 by your winner out of the blue corner. Contact Robert Collins, Watley.